Hey there, it's Lucas Catton with Advanced Recovery Resources and Innovia Life. And I wanted to share with you a quick conversation that I had with a clinician earlier this week, a therapist who I had worked with before and who still works in the treatment space and works with a lot of alumni and family members and things like that. And we were discussing some of the origins of Innovia and how things progressed and how we started as originally like an aftercare service specifically for traditional behavioral health providers and their clients so that we could continue on their path to success long term. And I shared some of the frustration that I've had with facility owners and operators around the country in that the top two questions that I usually get are one, how can I bill for this? And two, how are you going to get them back to me if they relapse? And that, in a nutshell, describes the majority of the treatment providers out there. And look, I realize that I'm that I'm throwing a lot of people into that category, and there's tons of good ones, right? I'm not saying that they're all like this. However, the majority of them, that is still the mindset that they're in. How can I bill for it, and how are you going to get them back to me if they relapse? Because that's what it's about. It's about a closed loop billing at the highest level possible for the services that they provide. And we've talked about some of the stuff in previous episodes for Down with the Sickness podcast, and I have another one coming out about this specifically. But it was interesting because her initial reaction was like of complete surprise, and then all of a sudden she thought about it. She's like, "Well, actually, I see what you mean because I pick up on things in the space where that seems to be what is actually talked about as keeping that loop closed because alumni programs are typically about that and things like that." So when that kind of leads to this continued frustration where even though we make it extremely affordable, like incredibly affordable for these facilities to provide this, just to do the right thing for their clients, like how do you continue to support them after they leave in a non-billable environment that just provides long-term aftercare and support? But now we've gone beyond that and said, okay, you know what? Well, yes, of course, we're going to still work with facilities that want to do the right thing, of course, and we can enhance whatever it is that they're doing. But we're taking an additional direct-to-consumer approach by bringing a 12-month at-home recovery program that I talked about and that we're going to go into more detail with on this new episode as well, and that we're combining daily micro-learning interventions delivered to a mobile device with proprietary blended content that is delivered discreetly and that has additional engagement monitoring capabilities so that we can show that people are really taking this transformative content and being able to break old patterns in their lives and combining that with the unlimited live support access through Innovia Life and being able to join any of these sessions from the recovery, from other traditional mental health related topics to health and wellness and work and personal relationships. And how do we help continue on their journey as they create a new identity, one that does not include their former identity of someone who is addicted or struggling with substances, but someone who is no longer doing that. And that's what we're able to do. And we're able to do it for a long term, for an incredibly affordable price that is super accessible, and I'm super excited about this because I've envisioned this, some of this content and some of this methodology that I was looking at started over 6 years ago, and to be able to see it come to fruition and to be able to put it directly in the hands of consumers and put the power of long-term recovery into their hands and taking it out of the system's hands, who looks for billable reimbursements and looks for readmissions. So if you have somebody who's in need or just recently completed detox or has gone through treatment or is looking for recovery options or looking for something beyond just the norm after they've finished that and don't want to go back in and out of the traditional treatment closed loop recovery services that are out there, if they don't want to continue to fall I hate to use the word victim, but fall victim to like the rhetoric around that, then have them check this out. Go to advancedrecoveryresources.com. You can go to innoviacircle.com as well, and you can hit me up directly if you'd like. Shoot a message on here, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc., and let's connect. I'd love to be able to share this with you and your loved ones or your clients or your people. And for those treatment providers out there who want to do the right thing and are looking for additional ways that they can support their clients beyond what you currently offer in your alumni programs, hit me up. Let's talk. We can help. You're going to do the right thing. And it's not only incredibly affordable, but I can actually show you how you can, yes, make more money doing it. So let's talk. Take care.